our party, anybody who proposes increasing taxes and cutting entitlement benefits usually doesn't do very well.
How does Paul Ryan? How does he have a hand to play in this meeting? And by that I mean, here you have a guy who is, I think 29 contests. I think he's won 29 primaries or caucuses so far. He's crisscrossed the country. He's picked up, millions of votes. It would seem to me that Donald Trump would have the better hand to play.
Donald Trump has a very, very rational position. He is basically saying, look, Republican Party, I won. I have all these millions of people. I brought all these people in the party that hadn't been voting, and you wanted them, and I brought them. You should rally around me. That's a completely rational point of view. From Paul Ryan's perspective, he wants to keep and protect the members of his House so the Republicans remain in the majority. Similarly, Mitch McConnell will want to protect and keep his members of the Senate so the Republicans have control of the House and the Senate, and they feel as though Donald Trump will somehow be causing their candidates to have to respond to the latest thing that Donald Trump said that is antithetical to the Republican message.
If Trump blows this thing for the GOP in November, is Paul Ryan the guy who's going to have to come and put the party back together? Is he the guy that picks up the pieces?
I think he'll be one of them. I mean, he's been an intellectual leader of the party. He rose to be Speaker. I personally don't believe he ever really truly wanted to be Speaker. He arose there because he was respected by the party. To be fair to Paul Ryan, and I know a lot of conservatives don't like him, but to be fair to him, he's done a lot of the hard work of entitlement reform, balancing the budget, doing the things to limit government. And so he wants to preserve that aspect of the Republican Party and have it stand for that.
Rick Tyler, always good to see you in the flesh here in Washington. We will take a quick break. Much more from our nation's capital when we come back. This is MSNBC. All right, a live look right now on the left side of your screen. The caravans have started to assemble there. We expect that Donald Trump will soon be departing the GOP headquarters. He will then head to his next meeting, his next series of meetings here on Capitol Hill. He'll be meeting with a number of GOP Senate leaders. And also, We expect that we'll get somewhat of a readout of precisely what went down inside that meeting over on First Avenue. We know that it was Donald Trump and Reince Priebus and House Speaker Paul Ryan. Kevin McCarthy, we're told, was in the room. So that's the live look there that we are getting. Again, Donald Trump will soon be leaving the GOP headquarters and heading here, roughly a block. We saw a number of the doors opening there for the folks who were assembled for that meeting. We also have here Aaron McPike, Washington Post political reporter, Ed O'Keefe with me on set. Let me start with you, Ed. This visual that we're going to have throughout the day of Donald Trump, the new face of the Republican Party,
Right.
and Paul Ryan, who, for all practical intents and purposes, had sort of been the de facto face of the Republican Party for a while, the heart and the head, if you will. It's going to be very interesting to see how enthusiastically Paul Ryan embraces Donald Trump, if he embraces him at all. Does he have a choice, though, Ed?
It's beginning to seem like he doesn't, right? Because members of his caucus are making clear they support him. They want the speaker to support him. They want him to be a good soldier and deal with it, essentially. I think the problem for Ryan is he's someone who has been so seeped in the brains of the party, if you will, the ideas. And his concern is that all of his life's work, essentially, as a lawmaker, as a staffer before that, as a think tank guy, could get erased by Trump in the next few months if he starts deviating from what has been party orthodoxy. So I'm sure today was partly designed. These two don't really know each other. They had to get together and talk.
Only met once.
Exactly. So that was part of it, and then maybe some discussion of ideas.
Here's the thing, though. After all nomination processes get wrapped up, big party leaders do get together. Think about the 2008 Democratic primary. After Barack Obama beat Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton didn't much like Barack Obama, and those two had to meet and come together. And Bill Clinton still doesn't like Barack Obama.
Neither Obama nor Clinton spent the prior 6 months crisscrossing the country calling the other narcissistic or a liar or...
And they didn't have profound differences.
Not to the cameras, but behind closed doors.
Didn't imply that his father was involved in the JFK assassination. I mean, this is different. This is different.
It's different. But here's the other thing that Paul Ryan needs to think about. Every 2 years, on Wednesday mornings after primaries, when we would see in this building Republicans who were incumbents in Congress lose their primaries, you would see these Republicans come out of their conference meetings hanging their heads like, what's happening to our party? Donald Trump figured out what it was going to take to win a Republican primary in this climate, and he executed. It is as simple as that.
That's going to do it. That's a good spot to leave it here. Good to see you, Aaron McPike.
See you. Welcome to DC.
Good to see you as well. Thanks so much for joining us for this hour of MSNBC Live. I will see you back here 1 o'clock Eastern. Tamron Hall is up next. A busy day here on Capitol Hill following Donald Trump's meetings with congressional Republicans. We'll continue to follow those meetings throughout the day. Speaker Paul Ryan will be coming here to the Capitol to give us a bit of a debriefing in just a bit. This is MSNBC.